As controversies surrounding the qualification requirement of APC presidential flag bearer General Muhammadu Buhari rages on, the Nigerian Army has come out to say it does not have the original copy or certified copy of his secondary school certificate. The Nigerian Army spokesman, Brigadier General Olajide Laleye, said at a news conference in Abuja that the personal file of the retired general does not contain his West Africa school certificate.
Now, the records available indicate that Major General Muhammadu Buhari applied to join the military as a Form 6 student of the Provincial Secondary School, Katsina, on 18 October 1961. His application was duly endorsed by the principal of the school, who also wrote a report on him and recommended him to be suitable for military commission. Now, it is the practice of the Nigerian Army that before candidates are shortlisted for commissioning into the officer's cadre of the service, the selection board verifies the original copies of the credentials that are presented. However, there is no available record to show that this process was followed in the 1960s.
However, General Laleye explained that the personal file of General Buhari contained other relevant documents which indicate that General Buhari filing at the point of documentation in 1961 that he obtained West Africa School Certificate with relevant credits.
Nevertheless, the entry made on the Nigerian Army Form 199A at the point of documentation after commission as an officer indicated that the former head of state obtained the West African School Certificate in 1961 with credits in relevant subjects, namely English language, geography, history, health science, Hausa, and then a pass in English literature. However, neither the original copy, the certified true copy at the CTC, nor the statement of result of Major General Muhammadu Buhari's West African School Certificate result is in his personal file.
With this development, the last is yet to be heard about General Muhammadu Buhari academic qualification for the office of the president in the next month general election. From Abuja, Muyiwa Bamdele reports. APC presidential flag bearer General Muhammadu Buhari has described the controversy surrounding his secondary school certificate as a desperation of the opposition. General Buhari, while speaking with journalists in Abuja, said he had contested for the same office several times with his minimum qualification without any controversy.
Why didn't Nigerians ask, I have attempted or I have contested election 3 times under the same rule by independent Nigerian Electoral Commission INEC, where there is basic educational qualification you have, and I was allowed to contest all these elections because my certificate was in order. And there are even individuals that wrote to the United States War College, and United States War College answered it, and it's published in some of your papers. So really, this desperation of disinformation.
Meanwhile, General Muhammadu Buhari has intensified its campaign drive across the nation despite the controversy surrounding his qualification. From Abuja, Muyiwa Bamdele reporting.
Adamawa State Governor Bala James Ngelare has asked the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to shift elections in the northeastern part of the country to April. due to the rising attacks by Boko Haram members in the state. Speaking at a workshop organized by INEC on internally displaced persons and 2015 general election, the governor said the most critical time they set strike is during election.
To say that the security situation in the government has sufficiently stabilized, that we can have these elections on the 14th of February, to my mind, is not a fair assessment. That's my position. Anybody is entitled to his views. That's our position.
However, his Borno State counterpart, Kasim Shatima, kicked against the call for the postponement of the election, saying there is need for INEC to conduct elections in the region. He therefore called on the states to unite and fight Boko Haram.
We cannot but commend them for their statesmanship, for their maturity, sense of commitment, and empathy for millions of Nigerians who have been driven away from their homes, and their own men are agitating that they should be deprived of their fundamental right of freedom of choice. Very sad, but I think we have to commend it. The most important thing is that elections will be held in Borno. I don't really want to dissipate our useful time and energy on unnecessary recriminations on why it should be held. Elections will be held. Only people with voters' cards are eligible to vote. And that's the most important thing. All other issues can be sorted out at the local stakeholders level.
INEC Chairman Professor Tahiru Jaga, while speaking at the occasion, said intensive voter education activities and public enlightenment about the internally displaced persons voting are being carried out and called on all stakeholders to participate actively.
Large number of IDPs. But if you look at the large number of IDPs, the number of registered voters and who have cards and who can participate in the elections is small relative to the large populations of displaced persons.
Jega also called on security agencies to help in providing adequate security to terror-affected areas in the zone where elections will take place. LM Chukwameka reports. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps said it has concluded plans to ensure adequate security before, during, and after the February general elections. Commandant General of the Corps, Dr. Ade Aboronri, who was represented by the Deputy Commandant General, Bello Suleiman, gave the assurance at a security workshop organized by the Corps in preparation for the elections in Abuja.
The Corps has also mapped out strategies, along with development partners, various trainings programs towards ensuring, among others, a free, fair, credible elections, synergy and partnership by collaborating with other security agencies for protection of eligible voters, protection of election materials and properties, and providing a safe atmosphere before, during, and after elections.
He further stated that, apart from the security measures, the Corps had also been at the forefront of peace advocacy and sensitization of Nigerians and political actors on the need for violent-free elections. This is the operation Mr. Evans Ewurum said about 60,000 personnel and 500 special trained sniper dogs would be deployed for the elections.
In fact, in our kitty today, so far so good, we have about 500 dogs, and we are thinking of the possibility with, as the Commandant General is thinking too, is thinking of procuring more, so that every state will have at least 20 dogs for this exercise, so that every strategic area in all the places, including INEC offices, including our own offices, and some important areas where operation will be taking place and announcement will be made, we will have dogs, sniffer dogs, that will sweep such places before the exercise begins.
In a related development, National Chairman of the Progressive People's Alliance, PPA, Honorable Peter Eme, called on those that have not collected their permanent voters card to do so and avoid being used by politicians.
The percent, they've also displayed to us the percentage of collection. You know, because of our sensors, our data problem, you don't know who must have, those who have died, those who are currently injured, those who are, cannot come and collect as of the time of collection. They're shown in straight. And they have displayed the numbers of percentage that have collected. Some state is 87%, some state 92%. So in every research that you do, you don't expect to get 100% how they call it, participation or this in requirement. All you need to get is to get a considerable amount of percentage that will be enough to carry out the election.
Reacting on the issue whether the country will disintegrate or not, he said the country will not break and called on Nigerians in the diaspora to disregard any rumor as the outcome of the election will be free, fair and credible. 2 weeks ago, the Americans retracted their statement. The U.S. ambassador to Nigeria, James, he said that this election cannot divide Nigeria. Look at the indices, look at what is going on. Yes, there are people who are worried, people already living north to the east, people living east to the north. It's because of how they call it, heightened tension by some political gladiators. LM Chukwemeka reports.
The Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria has retained its monetary policy rate at 13%. The MPC also elected to retain the cash reserve ratio on private sector deposits at 20%, the cash reserve ratio on public sector deposits at 75%, and the liquidity ratio at 30%. The Apex Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele said the committee observed that its decision of November 2014 needed some time for the effect to crystallize in the economy and therefore voted to retain the current position. He further stated that the committee noted the growth performance of the economy as well as the year-end inflation outcome with satisfaction. With regards to inflation, the committee noted the recurring challenge of excess liquidity in the banking system and the possible complications arising from capital flow reversals as well as the demand pressure in the foreign exchange markets. Awesome Raphael, Ben Television, Abuja, Nigeria.